Hello, welcome to the mini MOOC from Knowledge Management to Organic MOOC. From Knowledge Management to Organic MOOC intends to give you a business perspective of so-called Massive Open Online Course or MOOC. Why and how a MOOC is a business asset are the key questions that will be answered in this mini MOOC. That's why the mini MOOC is subtitled MOOC as a business asset. I am your coach and my name is Tru Dô-Khac from France. As a consultant in digital innovation and IT management, my mission is to help you to discover in 10 minutes the root causes that make MOOC a business asset. To do this, let me invite you to follow the letters of the acronym MOOC, M-O-O-C, but in reverse order. So we start by C, which stands for course. But what is a course? A course is a transmissible unit of knowledge. As such, it differs from a unit of information. A transmissible unit of knowledge should comply with 5 criteria. 1. The unit should carry some creative work. 2. The unit should be endorsed by its creator. 3. The history of the unit should be traced. 4. The creative work of the unit should be anchored in previous creative works. And 5. The unit should be marked with the freedom the creator wants it to carry, so others can share, remix, use commercially, or any combination thereof. Please allow me to issue just one comment. And for point 3. Before Galileo, there was Aristotle, and after Galileo is Einstein. That's for the letter C. Now comes O for online. But what is online? 10 years ago, online meant internet. Today, online means digital, whereas digital is IT 2.0 plus IP 2.0. IP stands for intellectual property, and 2.0 says that the usage has been renewed. Here are 3 examples of new IP usage: adoption of Creative Commons, development of open source, and reinforced diligence to legally use third-party copyrighted material. That's for the first O. Now, for the second O, open. MOOC can be classified according to their openness. Following a business practice, I have designed a 2x2 matrix to differentiate 4 types of MOOC, which are named Type 1 MOOC, Type 2 MOOC, Type 3 MOOC, and Type 4 MOOC. The first dimension deals with how much reuse the creator allows. There are 2 classes, labeled as Copyright and Creative Commons. The second dimension deals with how much information you are willing to disclose to students to help them decide whether they will invest their time in your MOOC. The 2 classes are blind content and disclosed unique value. In blind content MOOC, a student has the minimum information. To compensate for the lack of information, he might rely on the producer's brand, on the professor's reputation, when mentioned, or on third-party opinion. Again, just think that before Galileo, there was Aristotle. In disclosed unique value, a student will get insight, especially on what should differentiate the MOOC from other MOOCs, hence making it unique to fully meet his professional needs. From a business perspective, choosing a MOOC is about fulfilling some specific professional or business needs, not rating the producer or the professor, unless it is your job. And that's for the second O. Finally, M for massive means a huge set of people. When governed, a set of people form a social network. And social network leads us to Professor Andrew McAfee, who coined in 2006 Enterprise 2.0 as the use of emergent social software platforms within companies or between companies and their partners or customers. As a MOOC, a social network has a mission, which is to develop knowledge. So, taking inspiration from Professor McAfee's Enterprise 2.0, we will formulate Institute 2.0. Institute 2.0 is the use of emergent differentiated IP commons within a knowledge community. IP commons enable people to share, remix, reuse legally. Differentiated means various contractual environments in which the path of creation is traceable and persistent over time. Emergent means that the commons have been made readable and understandable for reasonably educated people. We viewed the four letters to address the business perspective of MOOC. We have started to answer to the classical series of W questions. What kind of business asset is a MOOC? A transmissible unit of knowledge. Where and when have these business assets emerged? Above the top of today's digital technologies. How this business asset be used? It depends on the MOOC type. Who is using this business asset? A community of people and businesses aiming to develop knowledge legally and with a responsible mindset. Now, what is left is with whom and why. With whom develops into with whom should you build this business asset? So comes the MOOC architecture. The following MOOC architecture is a three-tiered layered architecture on cloud. The top layer is content and the copyright or Creative Commons. The bottom layer is computing and storage capabilities provided by the cloud. The middle layer contains the MOOC specific enablers, professional blog, enterprise site, social network, or specialized application. Of course, the architecture should be aligned to the MOOC strategy, Type 1 MOOC, Type 2 MOOC, Type 3 MOOC, or Type 4 MOOC. With the why, we answer to the question why a MOOC can generate some business value. Here is a design thinking model I have designed. It is called the 5 Open Savoir-Faire business models. It shows 5 business models to create business value from a MOOC. You can rent a MOOC, you can build services on a MOOC, you can market a brand with your MOOC. Nevertheless, a MOOC is a very special asset. Anybody can use it, even commercially, without your permission, but only to a certain point. And that's copyright fair use and fair competition. As a matter of fact, and it is most unfortunate, the whole MOOC, or more likely, substantial parts of it, can be stolen from you. That's copyright, unfair use, and unfair competition. As a matter of fact, we started from knowledge management and have walked through copyright value management. Taking the MOOC architecture viewpoint, we can hit a family of MOOC platforms. Centralized MOOC, large MOOC, personal MOOC, distributed MOOC, and, should we step back, the notion of set of MOOCs. A set of MOOCs is an interesting notion. Contemplating a set of MOOCs gives the opportunity to think of collaborative MOOC. Effective collaboration starts with adequate governance. When all the MOOCs of a set of MOOCs are subject to the same governance regime, we say that we have an organic MOOC. In short, an organic MOOC is a set of MOOCs subject to a common governance regime. For example, if we consider intellectual property-oriented governance, we might identify the diversity intellectual property regimes or IP regimes. Dô-Khac Decision Research has designed a pattern of 7 IP regimes, of which names were inspired from political regimes of France's history. IP capitalism, IP liberalism, IP socialism, or even IP anarchy. By now, you should have gained some insight on why and how a MOOC can be a business asset. Whether you have fully grasped why and how a MOOC is a business asset, let me suggest you to take an interactive quiz of 7 questions that can be freely, directly, and immediately accessed at the site Organic MOOC. Here, free, direct, and immediate access means no personal data requested, no fee, transparent HTML5 code, copyright compliant reuse. Last but not least, to comply to criteria number 4 of a transmissible unit of knowledge, here are the credits and a selection of references. Professor Andrew McAfee, Creative Commons, and 2 articles from your coach on open savoir-faire strategies and IP regime patterns. Thank you for your attention and welcome to the Organic MOOC. Goodbye now and see you later at the quiz.